This is recording? Okay, there we go. Perfect. Nice. Okay, hello, welcome everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about a little bit about the Black Ops 7 beta. Things that I liked, things I didn't like, things that you should know going to the full game if you plan to buy it. Which I probably won't. But now we're gonna be talking about that, alright? So let's get straight into it. So, we're gonna be dividing this video in two parts. The first one is going to be multiplayer, and the second one is going to be zombies, alright? So since I have more things to say about multiplayer than zombies, we should begin there, alright? So the first part I want to be talking about is the matchmaking. So when the beta first started, and the closed beta, there wasn't like the open place there was. So the games used to feel, at least in the first 2 days, a little bit more sweaty, but also sometimes balanced because there was not a lot of people like trying the game that would not care about the game otherwise, right? So it was like a very, I would say, curated experience for the people that either had a code or already pre-ordered the game. Which, you know, Call of Duty is nowadays either for kids or like tired dads in their 40s or 50s, right? So the matchmaking, it's interesting because when they introduced the open mosh pit thing, the games feel different. They feel definitely more fun, but also like sometimes one-sided. And I know that usually that's the case with the normal matchmaking, right? You either roll them or you get rolled. But in this case, I actually feel like I could get kills with my weapons, with my abilities, which are not the best if you know me. I got flamed a couple of months ago for uploading casual gameplay. But yes, that's besides the point. About the matchmaking, it felt okay. It's a step on the right direction. It's not the best thing, it's not the worst thing, but it's progress. I don't know if we are ever going to get rid of SBM as we know it, but I think this is a step in the right direction. Also called Zergspread, so we'll give them that. And well, in terms of like things like weapons, I think for me the weapons felt nice. They felt heavy and meaty, and definitely more dynamic and interesting than the ones in Black Ops 6. I think those were kind of boring, even though they're more realistic. I like that, but they also feel a little boring. Yes, that's in terms of weapons. And in terms of things like, for example, TTK, let's talk about time to kill values. So when the closed beta started, you used to kill a lot faster than you do now, or I think the beta like got extended, so you can still do it. But yeah, it used to be faster because one submachine gun and the M8 used to kill way faster than anything else in the game. And I like that. I think for me it's more fun to kill faster than taking 3 bullets instead of 4. It's for me more fun. I don't like the time to kill in, for example, Black Ops 6 or Modern Warfare 3. I don't like it because I think, on my opinion, that's just my personal opinion, you can disagree with it if you want, the person who reacts first should get the kill. Why? Because you reacted faster. And that used to be the case back in the day, right? In the old Call of Duties, when you can kill someone with 3 bullets instead of 4. But sometimes I feel like the game is designed in a way that you have to give the other person that takes longer to react a little bit more chance to fight back, and that's okay. But when you are playing keyboard and mouse against a controller user and they just snap straight to you and don't miss a single bullet, and as soon as you miss one, you are done. You are cooked. You are forever gone, casted to the oblivion, and that is not fun at all. At least for me, it's not fun. But yes, that's for the time to kill. It takes 4 bullets now. 4 bullets now. And it used to take 3 even. I think the last game that took 3 bullets to get someone was Modern Warfare 2. And I think that's the last Call of Duty that I really did enjoy. I know, controversial thing. But yes, that is for time to kill. Now let's go into the next part, which is the sound. I think the sound is interesting because you can hear people more easily, and they can hear you more easily. And if you don't have the ghost or whatever the perk is to make you quieter, you are pretty much going to die to your own footsteps most of the time because they can hear you more easily. And also the score streaks felt really nice. I think they were the wall hack sniper was super fun to use. It's crazy. It was super fun to use. Please don't know. But yes, and talking about the overall feel, I think that it was a step up from Black Ops 6. But Black Ops 6 is not a very high bar, so there's not a lot of competition there to be saying, oh, it's way better than Black Ops 6, because Black Ops 6 wasn't good to begin with. So the bar's not too high. Let's not get super excited for it. When the last game was bad, some people say that on purpose. But yes, overall feel, the game felt nice. The foundation felt more solid, more grounded than Black Ops 6. I'm not saying grounded in terms of realism, but in terms of the gameplay and the gunplay and the moment-to-moment stuff. So yes, that's it, I think, for multiplayer. Right? We talk about like also the maps. The maps were also better than the ones in Black Ops 6. The ones in Black Ops 6, since they are taken from the Avalon Battle Royale map that got scrapped, didn't feel too nice for me. Right? So in terms of multiplayer, that's it. Overall, summary, it's okay. With Call of Duty, the weapons feel better than Black Ops 6 in my opinion. Everything else is just your standard Call of Duty. If you plan to buy it this year as well as the last year, the year before that, you're gonna get the same package as you do every year, just with a different aesthetic. And if you like that aesthetic, that's cool. If you don't, that's up for debate. But that's it for multiplayer. Now let's go straight into zombies. Zombies is something that I do wanna. I have more bad things to say than good things about zombies. So let's begin. So the first part I do want to talk about in terms of zombies is the map. Let's go from the general, let's go to specifics. Okay. So since in the map only got to play the farm map, there's things that I do like about the map, there's things that I don't like. For example, the atmosphere feels spooky, feels scary, and I like that because I think that zombies should be like that, should be a little bit more on the scary side than like it used to be in Black Ops 1 and World at War. And I like that aesthetic, right? I think for me that's the most like, I feel like that for me that's the most iconic part of zombies, right? And speaking of iconic things, let's go into the next part, which is the perks. The perks in the map that we got to play, at least the way you acquire them, was super boring. It was terrible the way that you have to pay 2,000 for each door just because. And each drink was, the first one was 2,500 essence or money or whatever you want to call it. And the second one, it didn't matter which one it was 3,000. And you got them from this like machine that doesn't have any personality, it looks boring. And I don't like that. I like my perks better like scattered around the map, and I know that we have a lot of perks, maybe they couldn't fit all of them in this small map. But honestly, man, that's too bad. That's too bad. I mean, you designed the map, you should have thought about that in advance. That is your fault for not thinking about that. And I'm talking about the devs. I don't like buying all my perks from one boring looking machine. I like going into them and see them glowing and see the music, hear the music and enjoy that part of the game. I always have since World of War, and I still like it, but they took it away from us, and I don't like that. Now, the other two bad things I have to say about zombies is, first of all, the scrap and then the plate. Let's begin with the scrap. Scrap is this mechanic where you kill zombies and they drop the scrap and you use it to upgrade your weapons, buy different ammunition type for weapon, or craft equipment, tactical, lethal, score streaks, whatever you want to call it. I think for me, if you wanted to use it to craft equipment and craft score streaks, that is perfectly fine, but use it to craft or to upgrade the rarity of your weapon, it's dumb. It's redundant and it's not important for me. The only thing that should upgrade your weapon is the Pack-a-Punch. If you Pack-a-Punch it, you also upgrade the rarity. That should be the case. It's not, and scrap is there to mess that system up completely, in my opinion. So that is for scrap. I mean, I don't have anything else to say. Just take it away from upgrading your weapon. Even if you want to have the weapon mods for it, that's fine. But increasing the rarity and the damage of the weapon should not be tied to scrap at all, in my opinion. And let's go into the next part that I do not like at all in zombies. Please take this away from zombies. It's the plates. You guessed it, it's the freaking plates. Why do I not like plates? Because that's a Warzone dynamic that it feels like they just brought it into zombies just because they could, just because the game is built in the same engine and you can use the same tools and everywhere. And I'm so tired and sick of putting up plates in campaign and zombies because I do not want them there. They are redundant and they are irrelevant, and I don't think they should be neither in the campaign nor in zombies because you don't need them there. Why do we need plates in any of those modes? Why? Just to like artificially increase your health? Just the second you get hit by a zombie, press G? Sometimes I play zombies, Black Ops 3 zombies with my friends, and I get hit once. And I press G like I'm going to put on a plate. And I'm not going to because I'm in a different game. And it's dumb. It is so dumb to have plates in zombies, or in campaign for that matter. No, we're not talking about campaign because we don't know nothing about that. It looks funky as hell, but doesn't matter. Get plates out of zombies, dude. Just get them out. It's just that simple. I don't want to have to put on plates on zombies. It's dumb. I don't like it. Take them out. That's it. And to just, just to end the video, talk about like everything. Multiplayer has some good things, has some bad things. I think it's more neutral for me on multiplayer. I feel like it's the same experience we have every year, same score streak, same things, same stuff. The only thing that I like about the multiplayer is how the weapons feel. And that's it. And as we go for zombies, oh my goodness, what have they done to zombies? This is where I feel more frustrated than anything else, and we can go on and on and on and on about the story and how that is completely butchered. Because why do we have a cowboy slash policeman with taking their souls of... What are we doing? What are we doing, Treyarch? What is happening? But yes, I think that is it for my little review of the beta. I think that you should know how I feel about some things. If you are planning or considering buying the game, make sure that you are going to enjoy it and have a good time with it. Because otherwise, it's just gonna be Black Ops 6, but a little bit better, and that's not saying much. So that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. I see you in the next video. We're gonna have a sniping video next week, so look out for that. Thank you very much. Bye bye.